Buena Vista Television, it's BVTV Tonight. Tonight's guests are Alan Maldonado and President Merchant. Tonight's segment is Beaver Quiz. Tonight's game is Guess That President. And here's your host, Kyle Weavers.
Hey everybody, and welcome to BVTV Tonight. This is the final episode of our first season. It's really exciting that we got through the whole first season without getting pulled off air, though. That's pretty impressive. But at the same time, I am a little sad. Not because this is my last episode, though, but because I have a lot of finals to study for. It's going to get emotional these next couple of weeks. Thanks. I'm going to need these. Just ask Dr. Beckwith. Jokes aside, though, I'm really going to miss being a part of Beaver Nation. From the late nights in Loggy to, well, the early mornings in Loggy. It's been an amazing 4-year ride on the Beaver train. All right, we got to get back on track, though. Get it? There we go. Trains. I made a train joke. We have a great show tonight. The president of the university, Dr. Joshua Merchant, and student body president-elect Alan Maldonado are here. All right, we're going to head to a commercial break, and we'll catch you back here in a bit. Welcome back to BVTV Tonight. Our first guest is your student body president-elect and my RA, Mr. Alan Maldonado. That maybe don't know you in our audience, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm from Kansas City, okay. From that area. I am a junior here, and I am a business and Spanish major. Awesome. Yeah, throughout my time here, I've been an RA for 2 years, and next year I'll be a community coordinator, as well as, awesome. Like you said, student body president. Awesome,
very good, very good. Yeah. So, bouncing back to student body president, how did you get involved at first and interested in student government in general?
Yeah. So it happened back last year, you know. Throughout my first year as being an RA, some of my residents would bring up issues that I had no control over. And so I started to think of ways I could make an impact, bigger impact with my residents. And it wasn't until this year where I was finally able to get my interview with Student Senate.
Yeah. Awesome. So could you explain to everybody what Student Senate is and how it's beneficial to students?
Yeah. So Student Senate is a big representation for us here on campus. We represent the student body at meetings, at different just areas around the school. And so basically we're your voice. In addition to that, we are also allocating money to different clubs here on campus. So if you need funding, you can come to us. And if I'm being honest, you don't even have to be part of a club organization. An individual can come up, say they have an idea for the campus, and we can allocate you some money.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So really, Student Senate really is the voice for the students, which I think is so important, especially on a college campus. So that's really awesome.
Yeah.
So what's been your favorite project to work on since you've been involved with Student Senate?
Yeah, so this whole semester and last year too, we've been in talks about the homestay program. It was developed by the current president, Rosie.
Okay.
And basically the homestay program is one where out-of-state students that live too far away to possibly go home during the holidays. As you know, during the holidays, the dormitories are closed.
Yes.
And so most of these out-of-state students, international students, athletes, they don't have anywhere to go. And so they're stuck with going to the hotels here in town.
Okay.
We thought it'd be best if we could offer them kind of like a home away from home.
Yeah.
So we're going to connect with community members, alumni, see if they like to host these people, cheer them on at their events, whatever they have going on,
awesome.
And just have a good reinforcement.
That's really neat. I think that's really good idea, and that's awesome that you've been working on that, and hopefully that will get implemented.
All props to Rosie for that. I can't take credit for that.
Well, yeah, Rosie's pretty great.
She is great.
So when and how did you get interested in running for student body president for next year? How did that all happen?
Yeah, It started last year. By last year, I mean back in the fall,
Okay.
academic year. I joined Senate, and about 3 weeks after I joined, one of the members who transferred came up to me, and she said that I have the personality and characteristics to kind of take on this role.
Okay. Okay.
And when she mentioned it had never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
But when she mentioned it, I started to think about what I want to do with the school, my plans, and my aspirations for it, and I thought, why not go for it?
Yeah, awesome. I feel like that's probably the best compliment you could get from anybody. Be like, hey, I think you'd be good at being in charge of being the voice for the student body, because I think that's a really important role, and I think that's probably the best compliment that anybody could give a person.
Yeah,
so.
I think so too.
So we're going to shift gears a little bit here.
All right, yeah.
Can you tell us what your favorite movie is? There's been a lot of good movies that have been out. I'm a big movie buff myself, so what's your favorite movie?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say The Great Gatsby.
Okay, okay, very good, very good.
Just because I love the book.
Okay,
I'm a big Fitzgerald fan. I've read some other of his works, but I just loved how he wrote that novel.
Yeah.
And I think the movie really captures it. It really does it justice.
So does that mean you're a Leo fan, or?
No, I wouldn't say that for sure.
Okay, no, that's fair, that's fair. So I'm rocking the Captain America tie tonight.
Yeah, I like it.
So tell me who your favorite superhero is.
All right, you know, I'm not a big Marvel fan.
That hurts me a little bit, Alan, but I'll get over it, but okay. So you lean more towards DC.
I am leaning more towards DC.
Yep.
I like Batman. I grew up with
Batman, okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with Batman. I think are you a fan of like the movies, comics, the whole thing?
The whole thing.
The whole thing? Very good.
When I was little, I had the comics, action figures, everything.
Yeah.
I loved it.
And you had like the Batman pajamas.
I actually do.
Yes,
I have
nice.
some with me in
my
my dorm.
Nice.
Yeah.
You still have them. Great. Fantastic. I love that. And then what about your favorite animal? What kind of? I know we're bouncing all over the place.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I don't have a favorite animal. I really don't. After I graduate here, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's a beaver.
Okay, well that's a good call. I think that's probably what my favorite animal would be too, and that kind of works well. And you're gonna be the student body president, so we kind of wanted to test your knowledge with BVU facts and beaver facts as well, and we're gonna do that in a little game we like to call Beaver Quiz.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right. So question number 1: what do you call a group of beavers?
Yeah. no idea.
I mean, to be honest, I did not know many of these either. So but the answer to that one is a colony.
Colony.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah,
that's cute.
Cute. Yeah. What ghost haunts BV's campus? Do you know the name of the ghost?
I do. I've heard it. It's Mary.
Mary. Okay.
Mary. Yeah.
Do you know Mary's last name?
She's in Swope.
Yes. Okay. Okay. There you go. Yeah. Good job. And
what?
Do you know? Have you heard like the story of Mary Swope at all, or you just know that Mary Swope exists?
It was told to me last year, I believe, my sophomore year, early on.
Okay.
And I shouldn't be saying this, but for some reason, me and my friends were able to get into Swope.
Okay.
We're not allowed to.
Yeah.
But we went in, and I had no idea that was a story, the Mary story.
Yeah.
And it was at night, and then somebody in my group decided to tell me it. Oh. And it was awful.
I feel like that would be the worst place to hear about.
It was.
Mary Swope.
I've actually never been back.
Yeah, I don't. I can't say that I blame you after hearing that story. What is a baby beaver called? You know what besides a baby beaver?
You know, you took my guess. I was going to say baby beaver. I have no idea.
A kit is what they're called.
Kit.
A kit, yes. Yeah.
Sounds like the whole package.
You got a colony and a kit. You're learning so many beaver facts right now.
I know, I'm loving it.
What year did Buena Vista College become Buena Vista University?
70s, 80s. 93, 4, 5.
Yes, right there, 95. 95, good job.
That was my son's guess.
What do beavers use their tails for? Do you know what beavers use their tails for?
Making the homes.
You're close, you're close. They use it as a kickstand to use for support while they're chewing down trees.
Okay.
So that's some ferocious teeth right there if you need a kickstand.
That really is, yeah.
But I guess you have to have some ferocious teeth to like knock down a tree, I guess.
Yeah.
I know I couldn't do it, but
Definitely.
what year did Old Main burn down?
Threw me a curveball there.
I know,
okay.
sorry.
All right. I'm gonna guess a decade again. Is it the 20s?
No.
30s? 40s? Killing me. 50s.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna split it. 55. 7. 6.
There you go. 1956 is the year that Old Main burned down, and as you know, then the white bricks that we have in the arch are from Old Main, so that's why that's why that whole story and tradition with BV is so cool.
Yeah, I do know that story.
It's a remarkable story.
Yeah, it's great.
So what kind of feet do beavers have? Like what style of feet? I guess is. Do you know?
They swim, so
yes,
webbed.
Yes, good job.
Like
nice
a platypus,
nice
I guess.
Yeah. What year was the former president, President Moore, inaugurated?
97.
You're so close. You're so close.
96.
There you go. Good job. Good job. What do beavers eat?
Fish.
I would probably argue that that's true. Here I have wood, twigs, and leaves.
So they're just strictly vegetarian.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they eat fish. I'm not.
When I see
I'm
pictures
not
of them,
beaverologist.
they seem a little on the
that.
heavier side.
Yeah,
you know?
no, yeah. But I would assume that though too, that they would eat fish.
Yeah.
But that's not the information I was given, Alan. I will investigate and I'll get back to you.
You should.
I feel like that's.
I'm very skeptical right now.
Yes, me too. How many times a year do we ring the bell on BV's campus?
I'm gonna go ahead and say 4.
Good job. Nice job. Nice job. And those 4 are the welcome weekend for the freshmen, Christmas dinner, the Beautification Day, and then
commencement.
Commencement. So we got all 4, and we actually got to ring it 5 times this year.
I noticed
that. We got to ring it for inauguration.
Yeah,
this
I thought
year,
that was great.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's another great time to celebrate.
Yeah.
So can you give me one of Buford's previous names? I honestly didn't know that Buford had any other name. I thought he'd always been Buford, but he's gone through an identity crisis.
Has he?
Apparently.
No.
No,
I have no idea.
I didn't know this either. Mr. Chips, Chipper, and Bucky are the 3 names that he's gone through before he got to Buford.
Bucky seems very appropriate, you know?
But I mean, I think Buford fits though. Buford T. Beaver and just rolls off the tongue. That's a great mascot.
It is, yes.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll have President Joshua Merchant here. Catch you after the break. Heard of our next guest. He's the president of Buena Vista University. Let's hear it for President Merchant. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you.
Welcome to the show. So, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's exciting to have you on the show.
Yeah, it's exciting to be here.
It's awesome.
It's about time.
I know, and you've been on the Breakfast Club and you've been here. I feel like now you're ready to wrap up your first year. I feel like that's like an official rite of passage for you.
It's good stuff.
Beyond. So we want to get to know you a little bit better because I'm sure you've gotten all the questions of, what's been your biggest challenge in the first year? We want to get to know you in a little bit more of a personal way. So I'm going to ask you, what field did you want to get into when you were an undergraduate? What?
Oh, wow.
Or did you always want to be the president of the university?
No, I didn't actually. I wanted to go into marketing.
Okay.
I thought I wanted to go into advertising and do marketing work.
Okay.
So that's what I was hoping to do, but then life takes you on certain paths.
Yeah. And here we are.
Found my way here.
And here we are. Awesome. What were some of your favorite extracurricular activities or classes while you were in undergraduate?
Oh gosh, I was in a fraternity, and so I did enjoy that and everything that came with that. I was big into the Student Alumni Association and the Student Volunteer Bureau as an undergrad. And then, I know this is going to be hard to believe, I was the lifeguard for the men's and women's swim team.
Really? How did you get that job?
Because I was a lifeguard, and then they had, that's
how
I got the job.
You were qualified at least.
Yeah, and they needed to have someone to, guard during practices, and so it was a great great job. I did my homework.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I'm sure that'd be an easy job because everybody in there knows how to swim.
Exactly.
So like me, that probably wouldn't be good if you were lifeguarding for me. You'd actually have to work. But so the campus community has been introduced to your wife and your two boys, Eli and Griffin. So tell us a little bit about the rest of your family, your mom and your dad, any siblings that you have.
Sure. I'm the oldest of 4 boys.
Wow, okay.
My parents, Doug and Mary, live in Ithaca, Michigan.
Okay.
And this is what we do. So we're from Ithaca, Michigan.
Okay.
We're from Michigan.
Okay.
I grew up on a farm. My dad was a farmer and raised corn, soys. And my parents never went to college, so I was the first to go to college in my family. And yeah, I was a big 4-H kid, showed cattle and hogs at the county fair growing up. And my brothers all went to the same college I went to, which is Albion College, which is a very BV-like institution, private liberal arts college in South Central Michigan.
Okay. So they had a lot to live up to, I'm sure.
I like to tell my brothers that all the time, you know. Big brother setting the example.
Oh yeah, no, that's good. So like I said, you've probably been asked a lot about your first year, but what are you most looking forward to about your second year at BV?
That it's not my first year.
Fair enough.
That's a fair answer.
That is a very fair answer.
You know, I think it's, Kyle, when you come in, so I didn't know anybody. So you're getting to know the campus community, students, faculty, staff. You're getting to know alumni. You're getting to know the community. You're getting to learn the simple things like what's the building's name? Directions. I mean, so that stuff is kind of, all right, done that. I got that under control now. So it's going to be more about implementing the vision for the university, really focusing on recruitment, enrollment, and fundraising, and alumni and external engagement, and building relationships that we've started with the community. And I don't know. I don't think about it in terms of years. I just think about it ongoing progression. You know, and just making the vision become a reality. Yeah,
definitely. So I asked Alan about if he knew Mary Swope. Have you heard the legend of Mary Swope?
I've not.
You haven't?
No, I heard it backstage when I was listening.
Okay, so maybe that will be a year 2 thing.
No, but I will tell you, if you haven't, about the quick story of a beaver in a jar. I bet you don't know the story about a beaver in a jar.
No, I definitely don't know that.
So you have to ask Dr. Bonagura. And football coach Grant Mollering about the beaver in a jar.
Beaver in a jar.
I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
And that's a whole future episode.
You're like you're like one of the people in Infinity War. You can't say anything. You just give us
saying a word.
You give us these little
I'm gonna
snippets.
leave it at that.
Okay, fair enough. So beaver in a jar. Okay, I'll keep that one up here. Dr. Bonagura?
Dr. Bonagura and Coach Grant Mollering.
Okay.
Those are the 2 players in the story.
Okay, I'll make sure to do that. So what's been your favorite BV tradition so far? We have a lot of them here on campus, and they're all really special, but what's your favorite?
So there's 2.
Okay.
I know you asked me to name one, but there's 2. Yeah. I think walking through the arch is super cool.
Yeah.
I just think that whole tradition of coming in as a freshman and then not walking through until graduation is really, really neat. However, I'm going to tell you, I played my first round of lawn golf a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
And that was a pretty good time.
Yeah.
And so this whole lawn golf thing, and I've learned that there are some traditions that come with lawn golf that you will never see President Merchant do. Never see me do. But it was just fun. It was good to be out there with students, and I think that's a pretty cool tradition as well.
I have to confess, I've never played lawn golf, so that's
what?
Yeah, I've never. I got time
it's
left.
Shameful.
I know it is. It really is.
Yes.
I got time though before I leave.
All right.
I'm gonna cross that off my bucket list.
All right.
My Beaver bucket list.
You have to.
I will. So I know you've only known the group of seniors here for 1 year, but can you talk to me a little bit about the relationship that you've formed with the seniors and it being their last year here and your first year here? Can you talk about kind of that dynamic?
Yeah, and so I think, when you start any relationship, and that's really what this has been, you kind of feel each other out. Is this for real? Are they who they say they are? You kind of go in and out of it, and then you start to build friendships. And, one of the things that happens, because even though you're seniors, you're young adults. And you can't help but to start build friendships with the students. And so to me, it's going to give me nothing. It will be great pleasure to hand you your diploma.
Awesome.
It's going to be probably one of the highlights of my first year.
Awesome.
For the first time, and to be able to do that. And so I'm just really excited to send you all off into the world and see you do the great things that I know that you're going to do, and then welcome you back and connect with you on social media and stay in contact. And
awesome.
To me, that's just it's just a special group. And I think this whole cohort that's here right now is a special group to me. And that was evident at inauguration this last weekend. But yeah, I'm going to miss this group of seniors, that's for sure. I'm
going to have to break that box of Kleenexes back out again. Wow. So we're here on a TV show, so I have to ask you, what's your favorite TV show? I know you're a busy guy, but when you get a chance to watch TV, what's your go-to show?
I don't watch much TV, but I do have a favorite television show.
Okay.
American Horror Story.
American Horror Story. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know, probably not what anybody would expected. I am just so intrigued by the writing.
Okay.
I think it's brilliant. I think that how they've interwoven the different seasons with different, generations of characters that are related, or it's just fascinating to me. I think it's just brilliantly done.
Do you have a favorite season or just the whole thing?
I think the Horror House.
Okay.
The original.
Okay.
Yeah, the original opening season.
That's good.
That's probably my favorite.
Awesome. So, like I mentioned too, when you first came on, you've been on the BV Breakfast Club with Kyle. We've talked a lot about music.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite band? I know you have. We've talked a lot about music, and you have a lot of varying.
I do. I have an eclectic taste. And we talked a lot about 80s music.
Yes.
So, and I like 80s music a lot. I listen to a lot of 80s music. But I was thinking about this when you were asking me about the Merchant Music Block for the block party.
Yeah.
I think my favorite band happens to be a country band, and it's the Zac Brown Band.
Okay, yeah.
I really like them
Yeah.
right now. I've been to their concerts a few times. It's just good stuff. And to me, it's getting ready for pontoon boat season.
Yes.
And there's nothing better than putting a little Zac Brown on.
I don't blame you there. That sounds like a good time.
Going out on the water in the sun. That's a good day.
And you got a great lake to do so.
That's right.
So, fantastic. So we're gonna shift gears here a little bit. I know you sounds like you know what you're talking about when it comes to being president of a university. But we want to put your U.S. president knowledge to the test on a game that we like to call Guess That President.
I'm a little nervous.
All right, I know.
Okay, so here's how the game works. Under each tab here, there is going to be a photo that is associated with one of the 45 presidents of the United States.
All right.
You ready?
Is it just me or is Alan playing
No,
too?
it's just you. Alan has to
No,
stay
no.
quiet. So
Yeah.
Do I get like phone a friend and audience? Okay, I'm just
We'll
kidding.
see. We'll
I'm
see.
kidding. All right.
So our first one here.
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. Okay, very good. Very good. All right. Our second one.
George Washington.
There you go. We're buttering up here.
I'm a
We're
little
getting
nervous here.
Oh, no. My game board is falling apart. There we go.
Oh, are you kidding me? I can't believe I don't know. I know the $5 bill. Who is on that? I don't know.
He was the longest serving president. I'll give you that. He served more
Oh
than
my
the
gosh,
2
this is
terms.
going to be on television, isn't it?
It's okay.
Do you know?
He went by his initials.
FDR?
Yes.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay.
Good job.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Boom. Barack Obama.
There you go. Good job. Number 5. This one's going to be tough.
Oh,
This
yeah,
one's
no.
gonna be tough.
I don't know.
He was one of the early ones. I'll hint you that way. The 2 might be significant.
Oh.
No, Alan.
No,
Do you know who it is?
Let him
do.
sweat this one
Well,
out a
who
little
is
bit.
it? I can't. He
Why
said-
you can?
Because the game
I'm telling you to.
Oh my gosh. He's the host right
Just
now.
whisper it.
Alan, no.
Jefferson?
Yes. Good job.
Okay.
Good job. You got it.
There you go.
He didn't even whisper.
Our last one.
Oh my gosh, and I live in Iowa now, don't I? I should know that.
This is a tough one.
Do you know this one, Alan?
No, I actually don't. I'm not from Iowa either.
Do I get the photo friend or audience participation on this one?
His first and last initial are the same. So his initials are HH. If that gives you
Hoover.
any. Yes. Good job.
All right.
Good job. Good job. You got through it.
Yeah, I got through it.
You did it. All right, everybody. I think that's all the time we have. Thank
That
you
was
again
hard.
to President
It was
Merchant
hard. Yeah.
and
Thank you,
President-elect Alan
you.
Maldonado for stopping by tonight. Let's hear it one more time for our guests. And thank you to everyone for making this show a reality. It's been a great ride, and thanks for tuning in. Good night, Beaver Nation.
Tonight.